Hey there, hi, welcome to the channel. I am Garrett and thank you for spending some time with me today because in this video, we are talking about some 2026 trends that I need to know your opinions on. I want your feedback on because some of them are out there, some of them nobody saw coming, and some of them I actually like. So I want to hear from you. Now, the first trend we have to talk about. One of the big things I'm noticing, because while I am an interior designer, I am also a consumer of great design and great design content, is that a lot of people are liking opulent moldings. And when I say opulent moldings, I don't mean like they're going and hiring plaster workers to come and create the most gorgeous moldings in their homes. No, they're getting the like styrofoam version of it and putting them into their homes. And the reason a lot of people are doing this is because we love the contrast of historic, beautiful, traditional architecture and modern furniture, right? Like those two things don't go together, so they clash, so they stand out, and so you see both of them in the same space, and it creates something that's beautiful. But the reality is, like, go to a tract builder and ask them to put in these moldings in your home and watch them laugh in your face, because we just don't make this sort of thing today. And so a lot of people are getting these alternatives, as sort of more affordable, more accessible, actually doable versions of this trim and putting it into their home. And a lot of these have, you know, preset corner moldings, which if you've ever installed crown molding in a home in your life, if you've ever watched someone do it, it is the most diabolical thing ever, because it's like you have to cut it upside down and backwards to get the correct angle for it, and your house is not perfectly square, so none of the lines match up anyway, so you better have a lot of caulk on hand to do it. This is the easier version of that because they're actually like corner blocks that go into it. So it's really cool. And you know me, I love historic architecture. I love historic buildings and all of this in general. So it's actually a trend that I like. And I've been talking to you about molding and trim and applied molding on walls and paneling forever. And so this is something that's in that niche, and I personally enjoy it. Add this, add some great picture molding on a wall, add a gorgeous ceiling medallion into your space, and it's like giving the opulence that I need. And honestly, maybe I'm not impartial because I love to use modern furniture in my home that has more of a traditional architecture to it, so that it feels a little bit newer, a little bit brighter and fresher, and then mixing that with the traditional, in my opinion, makes something much more timeless. So I want to hear from you. Share your opinions. Do you think this is a trend that's here to stay, or do you think it's on its way out? Now, something I noticed as an interior designer, and I'm not just saying like I'm an interior designer because I have a YouTube channel where I talk about this. I work with clients to design their homes. I went to school for interior design. I'm an interior designer. I don't just comment on other interior designers' work. I don't really think that's appropriate. But what I notice is that my clients are not really into the whole thing we've been doing where everything is light and bright and white and off-white and ethereal and, you know, super soft feeling. They like a space that is more layered and has more dimension to it. And that's just where I think things are gravitating towards. And so a lot of my clients are willing to push the boundaries and add a little something interesting into their space. So if we're using a wallpaper, for example, I can't use a wallpaper and then have everything else be lighter feeling and brighter feeling in the space. I have to layer in something that has even more dimension, that's a little darker or deeper or bigger, like bulkier piece that's more overwhelming, or something that's like a black piece of furniture that's going to ground a space so that it doesn't feel overwhelming or feel too busy and crazy. When it comes to those layered spaces that people are very much liking now, I need a grounding element. And that usually leads the space to feeling even a little heavier and a little darker. That's where I see a lot of trends taking place right now, is people are gravitating away from these just purely light and bright spaces that are nice, but they feel a little impersonal sometimes, in favoring more of these spaces that show off a bit of their personality or some of the things they like. It does take a very keen eye to make this work and function well in a space and just feel like the vibes you want it to feel like. So if you are going for a layered space, I like to work with a tonal color scheme. So if we choose a wallpaper, we're gonna choose one of the colors out of that. And if we're working in a space that is maybe just a little bit darker, a little more saturated in tone, I'm gonna do the opposite. I'm gonna say, okay, here's our colors. Like, we need to find a pattern rug or a throw pillow or a fabric or something to bring in that has those tones to tie them together. But what about you? Would you have one of these darker, moodier, more layered spaces in your home? Or are you that person that you're like, no, I like everything to be light and bright? Share with me because I'm interested to know. And while you're sharing with me, take a moment and hit the subscribe button. Or if you are watching from your television, which I know many of you are, you can pull out your phone and scan this QR code here that will take you directly to my channel, where you can then hit the subscribe button and join us. I'd also greatly appreciate if everyone watching could give this video a like and give it a little bit of hype. Now, another trend that I am seeing is actually something interesting we have to have a little conversation about, and I may get some hate for it, may get some pushback, but that is what we're here to do, right? Is furniture in front of windows. Now, I'm not going to pretend that I am a feng shui expert. Okay, I'm not. I have respect for it, but I'm not an expert in it. So that's great. This sometimes goes against feng shui. And I want you to be aware of that. And that's why I'm bringing it up, because furniture in front of windows sometimes can be good and sometimes is bad. So mostly what I'm seeing is either seating in front of windows or vanities and desks in front of windows. And I'm not talking about just a normal window in a house that, you know, has a windowsill and a wall underneath it. I'm talking about a window in a modern contemporary build that is like storefront style glass, floor to ceiling, or in a high-rise building that is floor to ceiling glass, putting furniture in front of it. You block out some of the view, you block out some of the light, but you get something that is very cinematic and it is very interesting. It's a modern feel and take on something. And I think it's actually really cool. I see this and I'm like, I don't know how to feel about it. Like, that's sort of really interesting. And I think it depends on the space whether this works or not. I mean, you know, if you're gonna put a vanity in front of a floor to ceiling window in your home that you're sitting in front of, like, let's hope you wore a long skirt that day. Everybody that approaches is getting a view. Do with that information what you will. But in a high-rise building, maybe it works a little bit better, because I doubt people are peeking in your windows that way, unless they live directly across from you, at which point I guess they are anyway. So what difference does it make? This is something to think about. It is interesting. And I can see the, you know, example of this being good, right? Like, think about it. You're doing your makeup in front of gorgeous natural lighting, and that looks really good. Or you have a desk in front of a window, you're getting surrounded by that natural lighting, like that enhances your mood, right? And so if I'm working, I don't really want to be in like a dark, dim, dingy little corner in some room. I'd rather be somewhere that's light and bright and makes me feel good. The same thing goes for bathroom vanities. I'm also noticing a trend of people doing really modern bathroom vanities in front of windows. And it looks cool. It looks really, really good, but you do lose a little bit of light. And whether you want that or not is a matter of personal opinion that I would like your feedback on. So would you do this? Would you put a piece of furniture like a sofa in front of a window? Would you put a desk or a makeup vanity in front of a window? Would that work in your home? Could you do this in a bathroom? Put your vanity in front of a window. I think it works in a modern application really well. And I see it there easily. Like, that's what a lot of the examples I'm seeing are, because that's just where we are. Whether this works so well in a traditional setting, I don't know. And I'm not just talking about we have a piece of furniture under a window that is, you know, a little bit higher and set up. Like, that's normal, that's expected. But I mean a big oversized window where you can see the back of a piece of furniture through the glass of the window. Could you do that in your home? Would you do that? Have you done it? Share with me, because I want to hear from you. There's another big trend this year that I am very excited about and I'm loving and I'm working with some clients to do. And that is all about powder rooms. And actually, we have a couple of things we have to talk about here. Now, the number one trend I'm seeing in powder rooms are marble vanities. And that's not anything new, right? Like a vanity top in marble, like groundbreaking, right? No, we're taking it to the next level here. I'm talking about custom vanities made all in marble, whether that's floating or freestanding. And I have got some things to show you here. So let's talk about it. A lot of different ways you can do this. I've seen some where it's like an agate style and it's cut from underneath and it looks really free-formed and organic and cool. We see it where it's just completely blocky and built in. And sometimes these have hidden drawers in them where a piece of marble is affixed to the front of the drawer. And so when you open the drawer, like there's no handles, you have to open it from underneath, or it's like a push latch closure. It's a drawer that comes out covered in marble, stunning and gorgeous. And I really love doing something big and overwhelming and stunning in a powder room. I think that's the place to do it. Go big, throw your personality all over the place, give me a wallpaper, give me an interesting color. All of these things are cool there, and especially these marble vanities are really great. And I've got a couple of clients I'm working with on powder bathrooms and things we've talked about, but one in particular we're doing something really cool with. And we found a manufacturer who I'm linking all of this in the description box for you to check out that has custom made this vanity that is so chic, it's so cool, it's got some traditional references, it's a little modern, there's different takes of inversions and custom stones. You can have it done in like whatever you want, they'll do in custom dimensions as well. And it's really elevated, it's really cool. If you have a space that is modern, that you want to have some interesting detail in, and you want something that looks expensive and luxurious, this is the way to go about doing it. You don't have to go crazy with the wallpaper. You can, and I love that, but that's not always the case. Sometimes it's about soft, muted, neutral tones and incredible details. And that's what this is. And I'm seeing this more and more and more on social media. Now, a lot of these vanities are inspired by more traditional styles of vanities, and that is cool too, and you can certainly do that. Find like a vintage or an antique porcelain vanity, that's really great. A console vanity is stunning, and these are originally traditional, right? They're made to support like a porcelain sink with a base on it, but now we're seeing them that have like a marble top on them. Those things are really cool, very modern feeling, and can look stunning in a bathroom. So don't think that you have to go for that traditional like cabinet style vanity in a bathroom. There's so many cool, unique, beautiful, gorgeous, interesting things you could put into a bathroom without having to gut everything out, without having to do every finish in an ultra high-end material. This can be very, very modern and luxurious looking and feeling using a really nice, interesting, whether it's a custom-made vanity or not, situation like this, I think is beautiful. And what do you think? Could you live with a vanity like this in a powder room? Mind you, none of these really have much storage in them, so I don't know that I would put them into like a primary or secondary bathroom, but like a powder bathroom where it's just some guests stopping by, I could see it. I could do it. And I just might. And this is something I recommend to clients if it fits within the realm of the scope of work we're doing. And if you need a little bit of help, you need, whether it's just a little bit of advice, you need someone to have a look at something, or you need that eye to polish off the space, I've got you covered. You can always book a one-on-one virtual consultation with me where you can show me around your home and I can answer any and all of your design and decorating needs. Be sure you either go to the link in the description box down below or intro.co/GarrettLeChic to book a call with me, and I will see you there. Now, another trend for 2026, and probably one of my favorite because it's actually accessible and approachable for a lot of people. You know, you don't have to have a lot of custom stuff done to do this, are backlit vanity mirrors. And these are actually shoppable in my Amazon storefront. So head to the link in the description box and check it out. But these are so amazing because this is the next level of design. If you like modern, if you want something more minimal, even if you like traditional and you're like, this bathroom is so heavy, or I don't have the space for sconces on either side of a mirror, a backlit mirror might be the answer for you because it just is so luxurious feeling. It looks so expensive, right? This is what's happening in ultra high-end luxury new construction homes. This is what is happening in luxury hotels, right? Like the best top tier, most expensive hotels have these backlit mirrors in the bathrooms because of the way the light cascades on the wall behind the vanity, because you can have a really dark and moody bathroom. You can have a bathroom that has no natural light and this will still look gorgeous in that space, but it's super accessible, right? It's just like a mirror with some lights behind it that gets wired into the existing outlets. Like, cool, there you go. Like anybody could have this installed in their home. I recommend having an electrician do it because I don't mess with electricity, and so I don't recommend you do that either. Have someone professional do it so you don't burn your house down, but that's beside the point. But these backlit mirrors are so next level. They are so stunning. They can take just an average, normal, builder grade bathroom into something that feels very high end, very quickly and very affordably too. And I really like that. There are some of them where the lights are in front of the mirror, like this example right here. That's not my favorite. I really don't like that because it just kind of blows out the lighting and it's too direct because this is LED lighting, so it can be very harsh. I prefer when lights are in the back of the mirror so it's on the wall that you see the light. And it also works if you have a dark bathroom, if you want a really moody space, or if you have a textured finish on a wall, like if you have beautiful tile, gorgeous. I love this. I very much recommend this to clients who don't have the space to have lights on either side of a vanity, or if we're just not really feeling a light above a vanity, like maybe we don't have the ceiling height, maybe we just don't want that, maybe they want a hanging fixture. Great, like let's do a backlit mirror. And you can also find backlit mirrors that are medicine cabinets as well. Also in my Amazon storefront, you know I love a medicine cabinet because the one thing that's going to make your bathroom look high end isn't just the lighting, is not how much you spent on the materials, whether it's marble or not, or porcelain or whatever, is going to be if the surface is clean, if it's like minimal, if it's tidy, if everything is put away where it should be and you have a space for it all and it's not on the countertop. A medicine cabinet is that thing. Get a backlit one and do yourself a favor because these are stunning. This is a great feature and design. In my opinion, I like it, but I do want to hear from you. Do you like the backlit mirror? Do you think it looks as good as I think it does, or am I delusional? Share with me in the comment section down below because I want to hear from you. Well, there you have it, everyone. Thanks for watching and thanks for sharing your opinions with me. I'm gonna go check them out in the comment section right now, so be sure you share before I get there. And also, don't miss out on this video right here, all about the 2026 design trends that are about to explode. You don't want to miss them, and I will see you over there.